You're at the booking screen. A soft blue panel listing economy, comfort, and business, the price numbers pulsing against the page, your finger hovering over the cheapest box. Maybe you've flown once or twice, or maybe this is your first flight in years. The overhead hum of the airport is still a mystery, and every extra line item looks like a trap. The phone vibrates with a sale countdown. The problem isn't just price. It's what those prices actually buy and what costs hit you at the gate.
If your flight happens to be canceled or delayed, Compensair will help you get compensation for the inconvenience and get your money back without wasting time on red tape. Get a refund for your canceled flight right.
I'm going to walk you through what each common fare tier usually includes, how to check the rules before you click, why airlines split fares the way they do, and one practical play to save money without risking a missed flight or surprise fees. Think of me as a calm travel friend. No jargon, no upsell, just the facts you need to decide. Start at home. When you land on a booking page, don't tap the biggest button. Instead, click the Fare Details or Fare Rules link. It's often small and easy to miss. Look for 5 things immediately: baggage allowance, carry-on and checked, seat selection policy, change and cancellation fees, how many frequent flyer miles the fare earns, and whether extras like priority boarding or lounge access are included. If the page shows only price tiers with icons, click View Fare Conditions or open the booking in a new tab and scroll down. Those small print boxes contain most of the surprises. Next, check baggage carefully. Many low-cost and basic economy fares exclude checked bags, and sometimes even free seat selection. That means an apparently cheap ticket could become more expensive at the airport, where last-minute checked bag charges commonly range from $25 to $80 on domestic flights, and $50 to $200 internationally, depending on route and airline. If you need a checked bag, put its cost into your comparison. If the price difference between economy and comfort is $30, but comfort includes one free checked bag, the comfort fare is likely the better buy. Seat selection is the second big difference. Economy fares often let you choose a seat only if you pay. Comfort or Economy Plus style fares usually guarantee extra legroom and an assigned seat up front. If having a guaranteed seat matters, because you fly with family, need aisle access, or worry about mobility, factor that into the price. Paying $10, $50 to reserve the right seat online is usually much cheaper than being assigned the very back or being split from your travel companion at the gate. Change and cancellation rules are the third variable and one of the most important for occasional flyers. Some cheaper fares are non-refundable and charge $100, $400 to change, or simply only allow rebooking with a credit minus a penalty. Business and flexible fares often include free or low-cost changes. Ask yourself, how likely am I to change plans? If there's any chance you will, a more flexible fare can save you a lot compared to losing a ticket and paying full fare again. Why do airlines do this? Picture an airline like a concert venue selling 3 ticket tiers: a general admission seat, a padded seat with better sightlines, and a backstage pass with refreshments. The venue splits the product, so price-sensitive people buy cheap seats, while others pay more for comfort or flexibility. The airline's goal is to capture both kinds of customers without using a single one-size-fits-all price. The everyday analogy is buying a train ticket. A standard coach seat, a reserved forward cabin, or a first-class seat with meals, you pay more for space or for the right to change plans. Now, the real-world numbers you'll see most often. For short domestic flights, Comfort, Economy Plus upgrades usually add $15, $80 to your base fare. They can be $30, $200 on longer or international routes. Business class premiums vary wildly. Short-haul business can be $150, $600 more, and long-haul business often runs thousands of dollars above economy. Checked bag costs at the airport typically start at $25 and go up. Overweight bags can be $75, $200. Change fees in cheaper classes can effectively cost you the whole ticket if the airline restricts refunds.
Risk-wise, the worst-case scenario from picking the wrong fare is losing the ticket value due to strict no-refund rules, paying surprise baggage fees at the gate, or being split from your party because you didn't pay for seat selection. Missed flight risk specifically connects to flexibility. A non-refundable fare plus a last-minute schedule change or cancellation can leave you out of pocket or buying a new seat immediately. For most occasional flyers, the financial risk is usually hundreds of dollars, not thousands, unless you're forced to buy a new long-haul ticket at the last minute. Cheapest safe choice. Weigh the total out-the-door price, not the headline fare. Add bag fees, seat fees, and the likely change fee to the ticket column. If the all-in price of the cheapest fare approaches the comfort fare that already includes baggage and a seat, buy comfort. If you need to keep plans flexible, check whether a refundable or flex upgrade costs less than the expected risk of changing. Often, the cheapest safe move is to book the lowest fare that includes a carry-on and to prepay for a seat or a single checked bag online. Prepaying is almost always cheaper than paying at the gate.
A practical checklist before you click Buy. 1. Click Fare Rules and list baggage allowance. 2. Check seat selection options and fees. 3. Look at change/cancellation policy and whether there's a travel credit instead of a refund. 4. Calculate the all-in price if you need a bag or seat. 5. Check your credit card benefits. Some cards include baggage or travel protections that change the calculation.
Many useful links can be found in the description. Here's one specific sneaky trick booking sites and airlines use. Price bundle upsells. You'll often see a bundle or fare family that seems to include everything, and it's pre-selected, or the cheapest column hides add-ons behind a tiny See Details. Third-party sellers sometimes show a low base fare, then add mandatory service fees late in checkout. How to refuse it. Uncheck pre-selected boxes. Expand the fare details. Compare the airline's own site before you buy, and never assume the displayed price is final until you reach the payment page and see the fully itemized total.
If a site pushes Buy Now limited seats pressure, use a second tab to load the same route on the airline's site. Direct airline bookings often show clearer baggage rules and sometimes have lower change fees. Here is a hidden fee many passengers miss. The seat assignment hold, or standard seat fee on basic economy. Some airlines will assign you a random seat at check-in and charge you to move to a specific seat. You can refuse by selecting a fare that explicitly includes seat selection, by pre-selecting a seat when available, or by buying a higher fare that bundles seat selection. If you want to avoid the fee and don't care where you sit, be prepared to check in early and hope a preferred seat opens, but that's a gamble if you travel with a companion. A few booking site tricks to watch for. Pre-checked insurance, optional priority boarding upsells, and multi-page checkout that places the cheapest payment option last. Always scroll through the final payment total and the breakdown. When in doubt, call the airline's customer service line and ask, "Does this fare include one checked bag? Will I have to pay extra to pick a seat? What is your standard change fee for this fare?" If the agent gives unclear answers, ask for the fare code or fare family name and search that exact code online. Frequent flyers and forums post the fine print changes for each fare code. On the ground at the airport, bring a compact luggage scale and weigh your bag at home. If your fare excludes checked bags, bring only a carry-on or prepay for the checked bag online. Online rates beat airport counters. If you booked basic economy and want a better seat, check in early in the airline app. Sometimes paid upgrades are cheaper via the app than at the gate. A few quick situational rules. If you're traveling with a child or need extra space for mobility, invest in the guaranteed seat, comfort or higher. If you're traveling light on a short domestic hop and you can accept limited flexibility, the cheapest fare plus a paid seat or a personal item-only strategy may be fine. For international or long-haul flights, I usually recommend buying at least the fare that includes one checked bag and seat selection. The small extra cost buys comfort and avoids big fees overseas. Final piece of advice on upgrades. Avoid last-minute emotional upgrades at the gate unless the price is explicitly competitive. Use airline apps to watch upgrade offers in advance. Sometimes the app will sell an upgrade for a fraction of the business fare months ahead, or an auction-style upgrade shows a predictable price rather than the full cabin cost. If you want a one-line rule, calculate the all-in price for what you actually need: bag, seat, flexibility. If the cheapest fare, plus add-ons, is higher than a bundled comfort or flexible fare, pick the bundled fare. If the cheapest fare, plus add-ons, is still cheaper and you don't need flexibility, pick it, but prepay bags and seats online to avoid airport premiums. If this helped you, please subscribe. I post clear, practical travel tips for rare flyers every week. Hit like if you want more fare decode breakdowns, and leave a comment with your route and ticket type if you want a quick price compare.